Hello everybody to this very short video where I'm trying to explain a regenerative hydraulic circuit. A regenerative hydraulic circuit is one where the rod end fluid during an extension is fed back into the cap end fluid, thus making the cap end making the extension speed a little bit faster. In this speed control method, the extension speed of the rod is increased by several factors without causing the pump to send additional flow to the blind end, and also no fluid during extension goes back to the tank. Instead, they kind of go back and get recycled and reinforce the main flow from the pump going to the cap end, hence the name regenerative. So you can see in this circuit we have a very simple circuit from the hydraulic power unit. The flow is sent to the double acting cylinder where only one of the ports are connected to the 4x3 DCV. The other port that was supposed to connect here actually goes back and connect to this line, which is the main line from the pump. So it regenerates part of the flow that was originally supposed to go back to the tank via this port. But here this port is plugged, as you can see clearly. So if I run the simulation, I'll run it in slow motion so we can see things clearly. You can see during extension, when I move to this position, you will see during extension flow will travel from the pump towards the blind end. Also the returning fluid from the rod side will also join force with this mainstream flow. And as a result, it will move really fast. You can record the speed there. So in slow motion, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, extension. It's 357 inch per minute. And very soon I'm going to do the retraction. During retraction, obviously, this is the only line that will be able to retract the rod. And the fluid from the cap side will be then connected to the tank via this port. So in 3, 2, 1. So the return is happening this way, and the main flow that's pushing the piston back in is this line. So watch again, and also make note of the speed. Usually in a double acting cylinder, because of the piston's area on both sides being different, we know that retraction is naturally faster than extension. However, in this situation it is not. So take a look when I do the extension in 3, 2, 1. And the retraction in 3, 2, 1. So the retraction was 343 inch per minute and extension was 357. And you also noticed how the two sides are connected and how the flow is traveling from the pump to the double acting cylinder. Now it's worth mentioning, since there is pressure on both sides during extension in a regenerative circuit, because in a standard circuit, the rod end would be connected directly to the tank, causing the rod side fluid to have zero pressure. But in this particular situation, both sides of the piston are at somewhat high pressure. As a result, the fluid has to make its way during extension against another opposing pressure that is not zero. So that makes the overall extension force weaker. If you have a ratio of piston to rod area of 2 to 1 in a regenerative circuit, then the force will be halved, and the speed will be twice as fast than the non-regen counterpart. So that's all about a regenerative circuit. Hopefully it was easy for everybody to understand. Thank you very much.